Okay, I'm ready.
Alright, so lots of energy and enthusiasm. Let's get an intro from you. So you can tell me name, age, where you live, and how much weight you've lost since keeping up.
Okay, my name is Juan Solano, and I am 21 from Sweetwater, Texas, and I've lost over 110 pounds doing Zumba fitness.
Awesome. Now tell me, when and where, when and why did this weight first start becoming an issue for you?
Uh, like, my weight became an issue with me when I started college, just because I noticed that I felt uncomfortable with myself, and so that being said, I didn't have the confidence to go out and talk to people, and uh, I kind of felt depressed, and the only way I felt like I could be happy is by losing the weight, actually gaining that confidence so that I'd be able to talk to people and get to know others and make more friends. Because I love to meet people, and I felt like losing the weight would help me do that.
Okay. So why did you initially gain the weight? I know, it happened in college, but, why were you eating so poorly? Why was pounds catching on?
I believe I began gaining weight when I was in high school. I guess early junior high into high school. Uh, Mainly because I didn't think that it was an issue, and I didn't think I was as big as I was. And so that, I just felt like, whatever, I can eat this, I can eat that. I'm not bad at all. And, of course you don't, like, originally have those people that'll sit there and tell you, oh, you're big, you need to stop this, you need to stop that. And me not having that, it was kind of like, oh, so I guess I'm okay. So I guess, yeah, I would say that's when it became an issue with me, or when I started gaining the weight.
Okay, so now you were really, you didn't talk to people. Can you tell me how, the loneliness affected your eating pattern?
I'm sorry?
You told me that, you had a hard time talking to people. And that you wanted to make friends. Can you tell me how the loneliness affected your eating habits?
I guess the loneliness affected my eating habits by uh, just being bored, and so I guess, since there was time, I had time to just make whatever I wanted and eat it, just because that was all I guess I felt like I had time for, because there was just nothing else to do.
Okay, give me an idea of, the bad habits that you had. Like, what did you eat? Would you eat an entire pizza by yourself? Were you a fast food junkie? Like, what kind of bad habits did you have?
I would have to say I was a complete food junkie. Like, I would eat anything in sight. I could consume a whole pizza by myself, sometimes maybe a pizza and a half. Um, if there were family meals, I would sometimes order those instead of just the individual meals that you would have for one person through drive-thrus and stuff like that. I would say I never really like cared about what I bought. I just ate whatever was in sight and didn't think anything about it.
Talk to me a little bit more about, you said that you had a hard time talking to people and you were shy and you wanted to make friends. Tell me a little bit more about that.
In high school, I was kind of saying, I guess I could say all around. You know, hung out with a lot of people. I did a lot of events, which helped me meet people. But of course, I noticed the rejection I kind of got just because I was different. But I never did really think about why I was different, if it could have been, weight or looks or anything. And then all of a sudden it just came to me and told me, well, yeah, maybe there is something I need to change about myself to feel more accepted. And that's whenever I began to think, maybe my weight is an issue. Maybe I do need to start changing things about myself.
Do you remember that exact moment when that happened?
I, I
Like,
believe that
what were you
exact
doing?
moment
What were you doing when you had this epiphany?
I was competing in a competition about I want to say probably my junior year of high school. I competed in the competition, and after the competition, me and a couple of my friends went to go talk to another team, and one of the team members kind of looked at me like I kind of disgusted them, and would talk to the others, but anytime I would reply to them or try to, spark a conversation, I was rejected every time. And it would always be maybe a short answer or no response at all.
And how did that make you feel?
It made me feel like I didn't belong. There was definitely something wrong with me that I shouldn't even be there. It made me feel like I was misplaced.
Okay, can I ask what was the competition that you were in?
It was a UIL competition here in Texas. It was computer applications working with Microsoft Word, Processor, Excel, Access, along with Windows 7, and I believe it was Windows 2004 at the time when I began it.
Very cool. Alright. So now when you got this response from these other people and they were, talking to you or making eye contact, tell me, that was the moment when everything changed and when I decided that, I was going to take charge of my career or my weight. And actually, how much did you weigh at that time?
In high school, I want to say I weighed about maybe 280 pounds, 295 pounds. And then entering college, that's whenever I hit the 305 mark.
Okay. And were you ever picked on or teased for your weight?
I was most definitely picked on and teased, especially in high school. I said I had a lot of friends, but also I had a lot of enemies, mainly because of my weight. I was always teased in class or in the locker room. There was always that one person that, if not more, would sit there and say something negative towards me.
Can you give me an example of, things that you were called and things that people did to you?
Of course, you have the normal tubby lard and fat and um, oh, there's so many that I can name. I just they don't pop up right now. Um, but of course, things in that nature. Of course, foul language used. Like yeah.
Can you preface this with me? So, like, people used to call me names and just bullet point, like, maybe 4 or 5 off.
Like name 4 or 5.
Yeah, if you can.
People used to call me names like Fatso, Tubby Lard, Wide Load. Um, there's so many out there.
And so, when you had this epiphany and you decided you were going to take charge, what was your next step? What did you do after?
As far as trying to lose weight.
Yeah.
Okay. I began to take charge of my weight by trying Insanity for a couple of weeks, but I could not stay motivated. I did it for about 3 weeks tops and would notice a little bit of result here and there, but it just wasn't something that I could say, yeah, I'm going to commit myself to this, I'm going to do it, and hopefully get the result.
Okay, so then how did Zumba come in your life?
I had one friend come up to me and she mentioned Zumba Fitness that was offered at my campus, and so I said okay, I tried it, did it for a couple of weeks, and kind of didn't feel at place beginning it, but then I stepped on the scale and noticed that I started losing weight. So I began to think, hey, this is effective, this is really working. And so, of course, I kept going to Zumba, started attending more Zumba classes during the week, and eventually, you know, a year later, here I am, a year and a half, or 110 pounds lighter. So Zumba Fitness has definitely changed my life for the best.
Okay, and the first time you did Zumba, how did that make you feel? What did you love about it?
I liked Zumba because it was kind of like my getaway. You know, you don't have to exactly do a move a certain way. You can do it any way you want to, and it's still going to help you, and Zumba's still going to be effective for you. And the best thing is, it didn't involve weights, it didn't involve anything but yourself. You didn't have to spend money on, extra equipment like mats or anything like that. It's just you, yourself, and music.
So, why would you recommend Zumba to someone who, is in your position before, like having, they just like know what they want to, leave they want to, they just like know how, why would you recommend it, what would you say to them?
I would recommend Zumba because it worked for me, and if it can work for me, then it can work for anybody. Because, like I said, I've tried many things out there, and Zumba was something that actually did work on me. And like I said, if it worked on me, it could work on anybody.
Okay, and why are you grateful for Zumba?
Why am I grateful?
Yeah, why are you grateful for Zumba?
I'm grateful for Zumba because it has helped me achieve the goal that I never thought would be possible. To be able to shrink so many sizes down in clothes and being able to walk into a place and not feel like everybody's looking at me because I'm that big person, but because I'm that person who lost the biggest, a large amount of weight and actually was able to achieve it after telling people that I would and being turned down.
Okay, so have you seen any of those people who bullied you in high school, like since you've lost your weight?
I actually have seen the people who bullied me in high school, and it's it's pretty nice to see their reactions because they're just like, "Wow, I can't believe that." It I can't believe that's you. You've changed so much, and it's always good to get that positive feedback, especially from those who in high school told me that I would never be anything in life, and here I am losing so much weight that now I'm able to achieve anything that I would want to.
Hey, I love that. Tell me, now, I'm sorry, my phone cut in and out a little bit earlier, so I'm going to ask you again, but when and why did this weight first start coming on?
I'm sorry?
I'm sorry, my phone was cutting out earlier, so I didn't hear your response to the first question, but can you tell me again, when and why did this weight first start coming on?
I believe this weight started coming on when I was in early junior high. I didn't really think that I was a big person, so I kind of just ate whenever I felt like it. I didn't have, really a lot to do just because I was always rejected when it came to asking people for, if they wanted to hang out or anything because I was that big person. I guess they felt like I couldn't keep up with them. And so, having all that free time, I felt like it'd be easy to just make something and burn time and go ahead and eat my life away.
Okay,